What's poppin', Space Academy? It's your boy, and we back. Yeah, we back with another interview for y'all. To the right of me here, I got the girl Tshego, new face. You know what I'm saying? We're introducing a little bit of flavor into the show. And you know, of course, we got the fashion fiend, the Lord of the Lingo.
Yes,
we got Dondelicious in the motherfucking building. What's going on?
Yeah.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out.
You just landed. Welcome to the Space Academy, my G.
Thank you
know
for
what I'm
having
saying?
me,
It's
man.
an honor to have you
I
here.
appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
You know, Ben90, I heard.
Ben90 the gang.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's going on, my boy? How you feeling? How's life treating you right now?
Man, I'm really good. I'm grateful to be here.
For sure.
I'm chilling.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm just processing everything. There's a lot happening, but yeah, we live and we learn. But
for sure,
we're out here.
Yeah.
What you processing, bro?
So much.
What's to be processed there?
I feel like there's just so much to process, you know, because every minute there's something happening.
Oh, for sure,
so,
yeah. Life is always moving. Shit is happening. Yeah.
So everything is like a process. Yeah.
And where you from now? Like, where y'all coming from?
Right now, I'm actually from the crib. Well, my homie's crib. You know, I live in Cape Town, but
for sure,
from my bro's crib. I was like kind of preparing for like my set and you know and everything, like for my practice, and then yeah.
All right, for sure.
Yeah.
And speaking of Cape Town, I know the first time you and I met was when me and Qhwi landed in Cape Town. We're shooting some vlog content up in your spot, you know.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, like, are you from there? Where did you originally live? Like,
I was born in Johannesburg.
Born in Joburg, okay.
And I grew up between Mozambique and Pretoria, like 14 years in Mozambique, and then I moved to South Africa.
Okay.
Like when I was 15, and then I lived in Pretoria, and then yeah, and then it's just been between Pretoria and Joburg, you know. But,
that's where it's happening. That's where it was happening. That's where the connections came in.
Yeah, Joburg was like where everything was happening, you know. Yeah, it was the hub. I feel like for you to like be doing stuff with people, I feel like you gotta be where like the stuff
where it's happening, where everything is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So like so Joburg was the spot, man. Like, yeah. And
now your crib there in Cape Town. You know, when I stepped in, I wasn't sure if that was you there in the interior decor, you know what I'm saying? I see you on the fashion side, so I wanted to know, like, as a fashion fiend, do you take interior decoration serious as well? Like the space that you have to live in, how does that influence your art, your work, and all of that?
Yeah, bro. Honestly speaking, it's all like a lifestyle, bro. You know, like from like what you dress to the places that we eat, you know, to like what we like.
Everything gotta be on the same level. Yeah,
for real. Yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, you also just want to be like, if you know, it's like in a space where it's like if you had to drip out and like you know your couch matches with your, you know, with
you know what I'm saying? Everything is cozy. You know yeah,
it doesn't have to be too crazy, but at the end of the day, I feel like who you are, you know, it's always like a reflection of who you are.
Yeah.
I feel like I like my space. Sometimes I don't like too much happening. Sometimes I like simple stuff, you know, simple architecture, but I'm always like into cartoons and stuff like that.
For
like,
sure.
That's like what inspires me. That's why you saw the big Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, that's what that shit.
Shout out to Banger, man.
Yeah,
shout out to Banger, no cap.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Oh, you saw that shit, right? Yeah, that shit was fire.
Hey, y'all were out here.
It was crazy.
Yeah, you know you had to cultivate too.
Yeah, I still plan on going crazy, man. It's just that I don't really spend time at my spot. I'm always like on the move. So it becomes a little bit hard, like in terms of like, you know, getting some stuff. But hopefully now I'm actually working on like some okay, now we'll
spill the beat. Okay, I will get there. We'll get say that. That's probably
I need to remember.
I feel you.
Yeah. But
yeah.
And now, so like I moved to Cape Town. My bad. Like
okay,
so
yeah.
you're back in Cape Town now.
Yeah.
That's where
Cape Town.
That's where you reside right now.
That's where I reside.
Hey, you move, bro.
I feel like we should always be in that position where we're kind of moving, you know, because at the end of the day, like the world is ours, and
the world is big, bro. Like,
yeah, and we should always be able to like network, you know,
for sure.
you could go to like London and find the same people that love what you love. You could go to Ghana
Exactly.
and find the same people that are like into what you are into.
Everything just flows together.
And I feel like just being able to like exchange energies, you know, being out there doing something. It's like, you know, you never know. It's like it's always dope to, you know, like make friends or like, you know, like network with different types of people. So if you find yourself in a different place, it's not like a strange place, you know. They can also make it a home for you.
For sure.
You can also make it a home for them if they have to come to South Africa, you know. So always being at that place where it's like, you know, you just connecting the dots. Yeah.
Nah, I feel you.
So how was your move from Mozambique to Joburg? Like, must have been hectic.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
From Joburg, from Mozambique to Pretoria. It was definitely like a whole different vibe.
Definitely.
Because first and foremost, it's like different language barrier. You know? Like I grew up like speaking Portuguese, you know.
You still you know some Portuguese,
yeah,
like
of course.
Okay. Yeah. Fluent. You fluent?
Yeah, still
say
fluent.
something. Just a little something.
I speak to my mom and stuff like that. My mom speaks to me in Portuguese, you know. She speaks English sometimes, but like she'll always like address me like in her home language.
Oh,
you
for
know?
sure.
So, you know, so I was actually going to an English school in Mozambique, but it wasn't gonna work because I wasn't like there was progress, but it was gonna be slow progress. Because
I see.
like in order for you to learn a language and like adapt and become super like fast with it, you gotta be able to speak it every day.
For sure.
So it's like if you're surrounded by people that speak something, it's like depending on how fast you are with learning and like
how quick you catch on.
Yeah, like your curiosity, you know, wanting to like, you know, learn and stuff like that. So yeah. So it was like definitely like a
crazy change,
like a crazy change, you know, how things are done here, you know.
Yeah.
And how things are done in Maputo, Mozambique. It's like Mozambique is like a very family orientated like place. While I feel like here it's like it wasn't like very family orientated. Like Pretoria is like a big city, you know?
Yeah.
So a lot of people that are not from here. So it's like a lot of students. So it's like there's a lot of different energies. While it's like
for sure.
Like where I was in Mozambique, Maputo, it's like more like chilled, like very, very slow. Pace city, easy laid back vibes.
And then you came.
And then I came, and then the vibe
fast paced. Everything is crazy. Everyone is
I mean, I was still like in high school, man. Like grade 10, you know.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a change, man. Because I feel like the homies that I used to hang with, like in high school in Mozambique, we were not naughty. You feel me?
Yeah.
Or like we were just like we just used to play a lot of soccer and like, we just used to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, y'all were the cool kids.
Not really.
Really?
It was like, but
you strike me like you always been a cool kid.
I was like popular because it's like a lot of people just thought I was like funny and stuff like that, and I was just like, yo. So I was just like cool with a lot of people like since like high school. So I was just like really cool with
your energy.
With different like with different types of homies. Like even the bad homies used to like mess with me. Like, yo, bro, what's good,
that's a cool cat right there.
Because like I always just came like with a positive vibe. I never like really came with like the negative vibe. I was always like a positive friend.
The whole time,
So a lot of homies were like, yo, nah, we gotta be around this homie.
This is a good dude right here.
Yeah, this guy's crazy. Like this guy's crazy. Even like my homies' parents, they're like, yo, what's
even the parents.
Yeah, like
you know you in when the homies fuck with
Is he okay? Like, because I would always come through with like some crazy hairstyles.
Oh, they couldn't understand. Like,
they just couldn't understand.
Like, who this kid?
Because like my mom was like, yo, man, as long as like you don't disrespect us, you know.
No, for sure, yeah.
And as long as as long as you're not hurting anybody, you know, you can still express yourself however you want.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 100%.
You know, because I feel like there's so many ways for us to express ourselves. You know, like through hairstyles, clothing, you know,
everything,
your jewelry, however you find yourself in things, you know. There's people that find themselves in cars. There's people that find themselves in gadgets, you know. You find a person who has the latest gadgets. You know
what I'm saying? Because that's what they into. That's who they are.
Into,
yeah,
you know? So,
for sure.
Yeah, I've just believed that I found myself like in hairstyles too because. You know, like our hair, it's like our heritage, you know, as black people.
Definitely.
It tells a story of
definitely,
who we are, you know? So
definitely, yeah.
I feel like hair is very important for us, you know. Yeah.
So
definitely.
you were still able to like maintain all your cool hairstyles while you were studying SA, because like Most high
the schools, they be tripping about the hairstyles and shit. Like,
I mean, I wasn't. Nah, I had to like kind of adapt. I had to chill and like study the environment of the spot first. And like just chill out and also my pops was like, yo man, I ain't trying to be called.
Yeah, like hey, come get your boy. Come get your boy.
Yeah, because like my pops read the conduct code of the school. Yeah. And you know how these people be like, yo, this homie's not allowed to come through like this.
With this type of hair, yeah.
Plus he's new.
You know.
Plus he's new.
But I remember I came through with some glasses, man. But like they were like eyewear. Okay. But I think they changed in the sun.
Okay.
So I was like, yo, man, I'm gonna come through with like glasses and stuff. And then I had a tattoo, a neck tattoo, bro. Yeah. And yo, man, that neck tattoo almost got me into trouble like first day of school because like
that's the thing, they'll judge you as soon as they see you like, oh, this kid got a tad.
It was just the teachers. They were just like, yo, you gotta be hiding that, you know. And I didn't know that you had to call the teacher ma'am, so she was like, so I said yes. And then she's like, yes, what?
But I answered you.
I was like,
yes, what?
And then somebody said ma'am, and I was like, yo, yes, ma'am. And
oh, damn.
Like, then I was like,
it'd be like that, eh? It'd be like that.
Like,
crazy shit.
We were just about to go to like,
I feel like they're supposed to like introduce you to the environment.
Fact. It's supposed to be chill, dog. Especially because you're from another place, you know what I'm saying?
I just had to learn as I go.
Adapt.
Like,
you gotta adapt,
boy.
boy.
I had to adapt, you know. I'm like, I feel like I believe
like
that I'm like very quick with adapting, you know. So I just had to adapt and like just really like, you know, take it easy and stuff like that. And I feel like, so like there was a huge difference, you know, in terms of like how school is done here, how school is done in Mozambique, you know, like huge. But yeah, I still did my thing.
No, for sure. I hear you talking about high school and all of that, you know, with the homies you had there. Like, did your visions for where you wanted to be or what you were interested in start with your group of friends then, the people you met there, or did you bring what you had from your hometown and then come and then introduce what you got to introduce to the people? Like, how did that happen?
I feel like one of like my biggest, like obviously like one of like our biggest, like my biggest inspiration was always like my mom or like my family, you know, like the swag and
traditionally or just like
because my mother would always take us like shopping, like thrift shopping, like from like a younger age. Like she would always like put us on into like new like drip, like you know. So my mother always like made sure like we were looking fresh.
Eish.
And then obviously as you become a teenager, right, you are influenced by so many different like trends or
everything you see
whatever
around
you're seeing on television or whatever, you know. And I feel like Dunks 2009, Dunks were like what, like I think like it was, I forgot, there was a store, was it Sports Scene
that was selling that?
I think it was Sports Scene, because Sports Scene has been in the game.
They've been had the latest like drops and shit.
I feel like maybe 29. I remember like I saved some bread and I got some Dunks. And I would also go to JJ's and get like skinny jeans.
JJ's, shout out to JJ's. Everybody know JJ's, no cap, boy.
Skinny jeans, the belt. State Theater days where everybody used to go downtown.
For sure.
PTA, you know. But I wasn't so like loud. I was like very, very shy. I was just like
calm, collected,
starting the vibes and stuff like that. I wasn't even like, I was just like, man, I'm just trying to find myself, you know. And then my older brother would always be like, yo, bro, can you see those kids? They dancing. You should be dancing with them, bro. You should be rolling with them. So I feel like my bro also been like a good influence because he always wanted to see me do some cool vibes.
Oh, for sure.
So okay, fast forward, high school days. I feel like we were just like homies because like Manly days, like we used to like by the arena and stuff.
Post up
off the chairs.
Yeah.
Like we would always like go Saturdays, you know, like link up,
chill out.
Yeah. Some of the homies knew the other homies because they went to primary school together.
Oh, okay.
So I by the time I got to high school, other homies were like in different schools, but I managed to meet like one homie, like you know, Windows 2000. You know.
Oh, for sure. Shout out to Windows 2000.
Shout out Windows.
Yes, sir.
So Windows like was in a grader below me.
Yeah.
But Windows was like a kid that like he was just like bro, he was living faster than a lot of older homies.
Oh, he was ahead.
He was like ahead of time. He
yeah.
was like literally in grade 8, he was hanging with older dudes.
Oh, for sure.
You get what I'm saying? So I would always bump it with windows like in mainland, and he would be like, yo, he's pushing some missions.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you pushing missions? Like, yeah, man. We about to go to Hatfield. No, actually, this girls are throwing some parties at their house.
Some wild shit, yeah.
Like, bro, you was always like on a mission. And I was like, how's this homie always on a mission? And it's younger than me.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, man, do you Windows? And then Windows and I actually started like hanging, you know, and then like we would go to the same like parties, like, you know, all the parties that were going together. And then fast forward eventually, like when like all the homies, I think that was like maybe, I think it was like grade 11, 10-ish.
Yeah.
So like Tumblr came through.
Oh,
you feel me?
Yeah.
So
that whole wave,
Yeah, that whole wave.
Yeah.
So now like there was a group that like we started, like the Vinny boys, you feel me?
The Vinny boys.
So,
I was gonna ask you about that. Alright,
yeah, so that's how everything kind of started. It started like by just us being like good friends. We were just into like partying and like we were just like, yo man, we just like from PTA and like we're just gonna do our thing.
Doing our thing, yeah.
But we were obviously highly Tumblr influenced by like street etiquette, the other homies that were, you know, doing their thing at that time.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody should be inspired, you know. And at the end of the day, it's like, what do you do with the inspiration that like, you got from? So at first we used to like shop at like Mr. Price and stuff.
Yep.
Like we would go to like Mr. Price and buy from Mr. Price. And then a lot of homies started like biting our swag. You feel me? We actually had
It'd be like that.
It'd be like that.
So they were like getting influenced. So like now it's like, oh damn, we're not trying to like look like the other homies.
So now we gotta switch it.
So now we gotta switch.
Now we gotta switch what they bit. Yeah, right, no cap.
So we were, and then it's like obviously like, bro, we're still in high school, so it's like Markham's is still a little bit steep. If you're buying it with your own bread, you feel me?
That's
so it's like homies are like saving the bread and like, you know, finding ways.
Trying to cop some Markham's.
Yeah. And like, bro, trust me, we were all in high school, but we were like going to Joburg then, like 2012, like going to neighborhood markets because we knew that like all the street photographers would be there. And like, if we already dripping out, these homies were
they're definitely gonna be like, let me just take some
like,
snaps.
yo, that's like one foot in the game,
right,
you know,
there.
Somehow, you
that's
know,
what's
we
up,
just like, but we were just like, we didn't really know what we were doing, but we just loved clothes.
Yeah, that's dope.
We just like, you know, we would wear each other's clothes too, you know, like, yo, you got this piece, I got this piece.
Let me get that one.
Let me get that one.
Yeah.
Let's switch it up. A lot of other photographers also started like drawing attention on us, and like we were doing collabs, you know, Tumblr and stuff like that.
Yeah.
One of our like first photographers to shoot us was this homie called Herman. He's in Portugal right now.
Shout out.
And yeah, his mother I think his mother bought him a camera, and he was like,
from there he
took
off.
Like, same time where like Tumblr was like, so everything kind of synced in.
Yeah.
And then, like bro, we were just like, okay, cool, let's do this.
Let's go crazy.
And then I feel like, from then, Markham's, and then everybody was buying stuff from Markham's now. So we were just like, okay, cool.
We gotta switch it again.
Yeah, I was just like, man, I'm gonna start thrifting, man. That's how I actually jumped into like thrifting clothes.
Get some one of ones type shit, yeah.
Bro, used to catch taxis to like Wheat Bank and stuff. Bro, I'm like, if my parents knew that I'm in Wheat Bank right now,
they'd be close.
Just to look different.
Just to be different,
they would kill me, bro.
Yeah, boy.
So I'm like, what?
You said you where?
You in Wheat Bank, bro?
For what?
For what? For clothes. With who? So, cause it's like, cause at the end of the day, like Wheat Bank is like, then you getting like the rarest pieces that don't even come this side.
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause at the end of the day, it's like, coming to Jersey was like a little bit risky because it's like it's a very fast pace, you know. I'll still pull up to Joburg, bro. Honestly speaking, like I'll still like, yo, pull up, get some pieces here, you know, there. But like we were just like, man, some homies that like were out of high school, cause like when we would bump into certain homies, that were doing their thing, you know, those days, like homies that were down with high school, cause like we were still kids, like running like adults,
for
like,
sure,
competing with adults or whatever. But like we were just like, yo, man, we doing our thing. And also it was like homecoming picnic day, so it's like we would drip out and like just go to
just pull up there, chill.
So it's like we would just pull up like different, like from those days. So it was just like crazy.
I feel you.
Yeah.
And now let's fast forward around like 2015. I think you met up with Stilo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I actually met up with Stilo in 2013.
2013?
I was still in high school, man.
Yeah.
So what happened was Tumblr days, bro. My older sister got me like my BlackBerry, you know, BBM days.
Which one? Which BlackBerry you have?
Bro,
which one did you have?
God, bro. But it was the roundest. No.
Bold curve. You had the curve? Okay.
Yeah. It was the curve. Like
the curve.
The curve.
I always thought that was the nicest one.
Was like
that was the nicest one.
Wait, the curve was like the cheapest one, right? The entry level. Yeah. So my sister was like, "Yo, bro, if you pass, I'm
gonna get you a curve.
I'll get you like a curve." And I was like, "I say less."
Yes,
and then she's like, "Yo, man, I'm gonna keep up to my promise. I told you I was gonna get you a phone." So she got me, and then it was like Tumblr days. I was like the last homie to have like
to get a phone.
Like like a phone out of like my crew.
Yeah.
Like a BlackBerry. And all the homies were already on Tumblr. I was like so slow and stuff.
Yeah.
But and then so it was like from like street etiquette, like vintage wear. Then it's like Supreme started coming up, you know, so it's like we were getting highly influenced by Supreme.
For sure.
And I'm like, damn, man, I gotta get some Supreme.
I need some, yeah.
And I'm like, yo, man, let me go to Joburg. And then some people were like, they're like, yo, man, I forgot the name of this store, man. Our Dope Store. How can I forget, man?
Yeah.
Dope Store. They're like, yo, go to Dope Store. You'll get some Supreme.
Okay.
Bro, it was exams time. And
you drip shopping exam time, boy. Damn.
Bro, it was
you
after
drip
exam
shopping.
because it was like it was after exam and then there was a homecoming. Like picnic happening in Centurion there by the rugby field, bro. And then I'm like, bro, I gotta look the flyers, bro.
For sure.
You feel me? I gotta go get my swag.
Yeah.
I've been saving some bread, bro. So I was nice.
I'm gonna go splurge on myself a little bit, yeah.
I'm like, but I need to be like smart about it.
Oh, for sure.
So I catch a how train, bro. I catch a how bus. Okay, the how bus leaves me somewhere, like, cause I was like, I didn't know where to get off, and then I just got off somewhere, and then I asked one of these kids like on the streets, like, "Yo, guys, you guys know where Dope Store is?" And then they're like, yeah, we know where Dope Store is. Like, just go this way, that way. And then I got to Dope Store.
Yeah.
As I get to Dope Store, I meet this dude inside. And I'm like, yo, bro, y'all saw some Supreme?
I need some Supreme.
And then that homie starts laughing. It's like, bro.
But we don't have that shit.
There's no Supreme in South Africa. I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
I traveled so far.
Yeah.
There's no Supreme. Man.
Hey, you came here for nothing.
Bro.
Yeah.
I came here for nothing.
Yeah.
But then the homie's like, wait, bro, but relax. I got a crazy homie outside that got
one of
something
those.
like some dope 5 panels.
Yeah.
He's got some crazy t-shirts.
Yeah.
He's nice.
He can put you on.
He can put you on with the shit. Bro, that homie comes out.
Yeah.
As he comes out, it's Stilo chilling outside. And it's like, yo, man, this homie's trying to buy some vibes.
Yeah.
And then Stilo's like, yo, you trying to buy some stuff, man? What you want? Then I'm like, oh, man, show me what you got. Then he had like 5 panels, like water 5 panels.
Yeah.
He had like some crazy water t-shirts, bro. And it's like water was also popping on Tumblr then. And it was very, very rare.
Yeah, to get that shit.
It's like it's either you get it from Stilo or like a pop-up.
Yeah.
But the pop-ups that you would get it's like the product was still like rare. So at that moment, like I'm like, man, and Stilo was wearing this crazy ass pants. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to buy those pants from you right now.
The ones he's wearing?
Yes. Right now.
So heavy, boy. Take that shit off, boy.
Bro, I'm like, yo, he's like, then I'm like, yo, bro, do you have other pants? He's like, yeah, I got other pants. But he was lying, obviously. But he's like, okay, let's go to my house. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Then I started getting a little bit like,
that's so crazy.
I'm like, but I'm like, okay.
Fuck it.
For the drip.
Yeah,
I'ma
let's do it. Let's do it. Fuck
I
it.
know after this, I'ma be the
Wait,
fly.
you were risking for the drip, eh?
I was like, bro, yeah, bro. I was like, I knew. I was like, yo, after this, man,
I'm gone.
I'm gonna be the flyest homie. Cause we were already like doing so much in PTA, but I was like, after this, I'm even gonna be, cause it's like for me, I wasn't trying to be fly for other people.
For sure.
I was trying to be fly for my friends.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like, so it's like I would rather be fly than my bros.
Yeah.
So my bros could be fly than me. So we could always
y'all bounce off each other.
Not
and
like
shit.
in a competitive way,
But
or
like
in a
bouncing off.
competitive way. Like I was
Yeah.
only trying to be fly for like my bros. Like we were like fly for each other.
For
we
sure,
didn't even care about other people as long
Yeah.
as like we knew that we were like fly
Y'all are all
together.
fly type
So
shit.
then we good, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, my homies won't believe
Ooh,
this.
can't wait to
This
show
is
them
gonna
this
be
one.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yeah.
And then yeah, from that point, like I linked up with Stilo. I got his numbers. Stilo also vibed out with me. He was like, yo, man. At first, it's like, yo, man, this guy is crazy, man.
Yeah.
This guy got uniform. This guy, bro, and I'm wearing a blazer.
I
Man,
can
it's
imagine
like,
you running on the streets of Jersey with
bro,
uniform.
with a uniform, trying to buy drip. Like, bro.
Looking for Supreme.
Bro, looking for Supreme. I was looking for Supreme. I was looking for MX1s.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, Supreme and MX1s.
Yeah.
No, Supreme. And yeah, between MX1 and Vans.
Okay.
So, okay, cool. Stilo takes me to his crib. He's like, oh, man, just take this pants. Gives me the pants. He gives me like 2 water t-shirts, like a white one. He gives me like a gray one. He gives me like 5-panel.
That's crazy.
And then I'm still negotiating the deal. I'm like, bro, I'm going to give you this much, bro.
For all of this, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give you this. Then he's like, I pass it no more, man. Then I'm like, yo, let me take your number.
Yeah.
And then he also hooked me up with some rings, bro. He gave me some, bro. He took me to the top. Like, jewelry. I'm like, yo, damn.
The whole heat.
I'm like, yo, I'm going to steez out.
Yeah.
He gave me, I think, some glasses too, man. Like, yeah, that day was like, damn.
That's some crazy. That's some like, life-changing shit.
Bro, yeah.
shit.
Like, from that day, like my life literally changed. Like, because I was just like, man. And also, like, when Stilo took me to his crib, bro. Woo, like, he had, like, different types of shoes. Different types of, like, swag, bro.
For sure.
Different types of jackets.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like in a different world for the first time.
Yeah, I can imagine that whole shit.
Yeah, because I'm like, damn, this
nigga living like this.
Hard.
Yeah, type shit.
This nigga living like this.
Yeah.
And he was getting seated back then. Like Nike was sending him stuff, bro. From like 29. So like homies were looking fly from those days.
For sure.
Like they were going crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. And then what happened was, every time I would like get more bread or like I would, there was an event, I would always like give Stilo like a heads up, like, yo, I need some clothes, bro.
Put me on, hook me up with some shit.
Hook me up with some vibes.
Yes, sir.
So I would always pull up. You'd always hook me up with like the freshest stuff.
Yes, sir.
Like I remember like even when, cause he was styling homies too. So like the stuff that AK and them were wearing, I was also wearing.
You were wearing that too when you were in high school.
I was like,
you were in high school.
I was in high school, bro. I was like the freshest kid.
The freshest kid up in the spot.
Yeah, like literally like all the drip, like it was just like crazy, bro. Like
alright.
So yeah.
I think let's just go to a quick ad break. We'll be right back.
Red light, young silver, nobody that's dirt. Home road tight, yeah, you know about the swerve. Panoramic roof on the Porsche Cayenne. That shit little baby, be chopping it up on the ground when I come to my end. They want to sell up in 90, cause they know that we don't want to start any trade. That's my bitch for the bag. Back on the shit, when everything I would do it again. Get that nigga.
Yeah, boy, that's your Uber. Crazy.
That's Uber. Your Uber in the Beamer. Damn, banger.
Alright, yeah, man. So that's a crazy story right there, bro.
Yeah.
And I wanted to find out, you know, the whole thing of you and Stilo going to, what was that thing that's happening in Cape Town? I think it was something to do with Cash Time and
it was
Boyz and Bugs.
Yeah. It was I forgot, but it was Cash Time versus Boyz and Bugs.
Boyz and Bugs, yeah.
Yeah, I think I was was that my first year or what, high school? I can't really remember. If I was like, I think I was still fresh out of high school, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like the youngest homie rolling with like Malooms, rolling like with Sanelli.
How did that happen, bro? Like, What?
Bro, so Stilo pretty much took me like as his like younger bro.
Yeah.
Because he saw like my vision. Like I was really invested like in like just into like style, like clothes, like that's like what I really love like, on a daily, you know. Like I wasn't like I used to go to parties, but at the end of the day, it was like I was just more into like clothes, always into like style. If I had to go to those events, I had to be like the
stylish. You had to be stylish in the new shit.
So it was like there was no point in me like stepping out if I wasn't like looking the craziest. You know? It was just like, yeah, man. And I wasn't even trying to compete with anybody. It was just like, man,
you doing your thing.
I'm doing me, man, always.
So that's when you get the most recognition, when you're just
doing you doing you, and they see it as you like just doing you, just expressing yourself.
Because sometimes like you might not be able to express yourself like with words, but
so
I
you
might
gotta
be able to express myself with my swag.
Yeah,
you know? So,
in your dream.
Yeah.
So y'all land boom at the Boyz to catch time.
Yeah, bro.
Then what? Does he take you to the homies? Like,
bro,
yo,
we were in the same hotel, bro.
With all the
homies.
What? Boyz,
yeah,
everybody.
Ricky, okay, Malone, Cool Cat. I was crazy then. Even then, I was like, I was on my own. I was on my own wave.
Yeah.
I was on my own wave, and it's like if I didn't, cause I was like, I feel like I was younger, and like because I was younger, I was like, you know, when you're young, you're not like afraid of anything.
Yeah,
you just say
like
stuff. You know.
Yeah, no cap. You just do your thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the first time that I met Petit Noir in Cape Town, bro. Like they took me everywhere, bro. It was just like a different type of vibe.
Crazy
like,
shit.
For the first time.
Yeah.
It was like a new world because like we were doing our thing like has like the Vinny boys, but it wasn't like on that level.
On that level, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? We were going to parties, but now it's like, bro, you partying with like the biggest.
Oh, you leveled up now. Now you like with the biggest things in the game in that time.
The game at that time.
For
so
sure.
It was like, damn, man, you know.
I'm really here.
Yeah, I'm really here, bro. But it wasn't really like I'm really here because, like we didn't have DSTV like at the crib, so like I was like everything that like I was getting it from, it was either like from the internet or like but it wasn't a lot of television. Like every time I would watch like Vuzu, it would be like from like, let's say if I'm at one of the homies' house, like they got DS. Like my sister only got DSTV like later on. And it's like, so I wasn't like as influenced by TV as so many people. So, and most times I didn't know a lot of the people because I wasn't really.
You went in tune. Yeah.
So when I used to hang with them, I didn't like give them so much of that. Yo.
Oh, like, boy, damn.
Yeah,
what's up?
So, because I didn't know who they were.
Oh, yeah.
Just genuinely, like, I don't know you. Genuinely. Like, genuinely,
so
I don't
like,
know you.
So I was doing, so I was coming through with my own energy and I wasn't even rubbing it on like on other homies.
That's
I wasn't
just
even
you.
trying to go to anybody.
That's just
you. The only person that I used to see as like, yo, this guy is doing his thing was Stilo.
For sure.
Because like I was seeing like obviously
you
like,
saw the shit he be on,
like that, and like, you know.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, for sure.
In that way. Yeah, but yeah, honestly, like a lot of the homies, like I didn't really like even accompany Cream Cartel like that. So like I respected Scoop for who he is and what he had done, but like I had never really followed like his whole vibe, like, you know, to that. I had never followed a lot of homies' vibes like that, you know, which I feel like it's a good thing because if you don't really know people, you just like treat them based on like a regular energy and like who you
the first little
so
interaction
like,
you have.
Like, oh, yo, bro, you this guy. Oh, yo, bro, you that guy.
It's like, let me see.
Only
what
like really like Malooms I knew about him because obviously like Gushasha.
Yeah.
And I think like Stilo also threw one party once and then he invited me and Malooms was out there like, you know, throwing his like doing his dance, like, you know. So I was like, okay, so Stilo was introducing me to the game like slowly but surely, like, yo, like pull up here, you know, let's go do this, let's check this out, you know, we're gonna be doing this and that, like, you know. But yeah, the Cash Time and Boys and Bucks was like a game changer, bro.
That's crazy.
It was like crazy. It was like a head honcho party, bro. Yeah.
Alright, I see. Now that's your fashion life. That's how everything, the pieces came together, and now you're meeting up with niggas who are really in tune with the fashion shit.
Yeah.
But you're also meeting up with niggas in the music industry now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now you're bridging gaps and all of that. So for you, how far do you take the music scene? Like, how much impact does that have, and how does that correlate with your fashion life as well? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, honestly speaking, it was like those days, I feel like as much as like Boyz and Bucks was like in the music, right? But it was also like style, like it was like a lot of style, like, you know, so it's like
Umswenko.
So it's like when we in the streets, it's like more style, like you're trying to get those kicks, you know, high beast, you know, it's like, yo man, you know, those Vans just dropped, you know, bro, so it was, what was your question again?
I'm saying like the music, so now you're linking up with niggas in the music industry as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how did that bridge come to be?
I feel like what really brought us together, like then again, what I said, it was like the clothes that brought us together, because like we really loved like the same swag. You feel what I'm saying? Like we were really like all about like the swag. I feel like that's what Boyz and Bucks was like kind of
all
like,
about.
brought them together. It's because they all like had like a different. They all had kind of the same vision, but like the different vision. Like
everyone got their own taste. And
like
everything.
everybody got their own taste.
Yeah.
Everybody got the. But like at the same time, they got the same taste. But it's like people were doing like different type of vibes, you know,
sure.
like in their own ways, you know. So yeah, then I wasn't even thinking music. I was literally just thinking fashion, bro. Like I was like, man,
I'm really in this fashion shit, yeah.
Like the lingo is always kind of being out there, because obviously like PTA, you know, with the gang, it's like we were always like, you know, just like speaking in our lingo and stuff like that.
Tell us about the lingo, boy. Like,
bro,
where does this lingo come from?
Yes,
Is it just you chilling one day and you're like, ish, well, the Qhwi? I'm like, whoa,
bro,
what?
Bro,
I'm like, hold up, what do you say?
I feel like
break it down, boy. Like,
bro, with the
break
lingo,
down the 12, boy.
Bro, with the lingo, it's really like it's in context of whatever you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But mainly was like because of like I wasn't so fluid in like English, so I would always just
do
come
your own
through,
thing.
like,
Your own words.
with my own words.
I know that
every
one.
time, like so, but it ended up being so cool that people are like, yo, no,
People are
actually,
fucking with it, yeah.
we trying to speak your vibe, and we're not trying to speak English.
Yes,
but
sir.
it was like language barrier, and I just started making up my own words. And every time I would speak to homies, I would speak on my own class, and then people were always like, "Oh,
come
no,
on,
bro, this guy is crazy." You get what I'm saying? So I was always like on my own vibe. I always been like on my own vibe. So that's pretty much how the lingo kind of started, like my own vibe. And now we speaking like as homies, and then there's another homie, and then maybe we go somewhere, and then we're speaking on the lingo. And then
now niggas are listening, yeah.
So now
like,
everybody's listening, and it's like, and then when everybody's listening, when you're not there, people are also down speaking.
Yes, sir.
And then I feel like it's just like, cause I feel like some stuff you can't control it, bro. It just flies.
It spreads,
without,
boy,
like,
as soon as it hits
you
here.
even like realizing how far it's going, and then you're like, oh, crazy.
Like shit,
bro.
some
It's
crazy,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, like definitely.
What are some of the words, boy, in the 12, boy? Like, what's the
we
12
getting the
dictionary, boy? Like,
dictionary?
I wanna leave here. I wanna leave here knowing some shit. So when I hit the street, also like, I also wanna,
I
also
don't
wanna
think
12
we're
the
gonna
Qhwi.
really release the dictionary, man.
For
Honestly speaking, because then we're giving away all the
it's
sauce.
too much sauce, nah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, bro. Hopefully we're gonna come. We're gonna make it to Oxford one day. You know,
No
like
cap.
we're gonna like
A little
but
section.
I feel like the lingo is like in context, bro. In context, because sometimes, we could be like in a room,
Yeah,
and then there's elders in the room.
yeah.
So then you don't really want to be swearing or like
Exposing
the Qhwi, you understand? So now that's when like the lingo comes alive
Yeah.
properly, because the parent is gonna be like, nah, this
What?
you're not talking about
They say some other shit.
now, you understand now, you feel me? So that's how it was always like that, because I knew
Shit.
like, you know, it's like if you have to speak about like weed, like yo, you got the jelly on. So if your
Come
mom
on.
is there and I'm like, yo, you got the jelly on. Like your mother won't understand that
She's
one.
like, this nigga's on some other shit.
Yeah,
You
like, yo,
doing his own thing.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, was
Calling
like,
me back.
your mom won't get that one.
Oh no,
It's
she
like,
won't.
She was like,
It's another
the
pack.
jelly, yo, no.
Get the
But like we already speaking about.
You
like,
know what's
gas.
up, yeah.
I'm trying to, so it's like I can still speak about that while your mom is there or somebody else is there.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
No, for sure. Now, let's talk about Dondelicious hitting the scene in New York, Dubai.
Oh, bro, crazy, man.
What's the link up with Murakami saying? Like, what was going on? What was that whole trip? What, just like give us some inside scoop, Nyan, of what you had going on. I'm sensing you had your foot in a lot of plates there. You're planning moves, your plot. What's going on there?
Man, pretty much with like the Dondelicious brand, it all happened like, you know, I kind of just had to let go of like the past and stuff like that, you know, because sometimes we try to hold on to things that are like not really like serving us, you know, anymore. And I was like, I feel like my brand has always been like about like being a delicious person.
Okay,
you know? Like
for sure.
Just always being a delicious person.
Yeah.
Because that's who I am. You know? It's like I can't change that.
Yeah.
You know, and bro, even like in New York, it was crazy because a lot of people were just like vibing out with like my frequency. Like, yo, bro, you a nice guy.
You
bro.
out of this
so
world.
they would always just invite me to like different spots, you know, like every spot that was popping. I actually stayed with like the owners of like Daily Paper and stuff like that.
Oh shit, okay. Yeah.
And bro, they like super plugged. And then there's this artist from South Africa called like Tommy Gunn.
Okay.
So she was doing like an exhibition in New York, and she's from Cape Town, and my bro from Daily Paper, Hussein, he was like, yo, bro, come to this exhibition.
Yeah.
Like New York, everything is like accessible in terms of like you can just catch a subway and then like boom.
Done.
Like,
yeah, you there.
In your next move, you know. And I'm like, yo, man, I ain't got nothing to lose, bro. I'm trying to meet
Let's
as
do
many
it.
people as
Yeah.
possible. I'm trying to go to as many parties. I'm trying to go to as many events. I'm trying to go to as many exhibitions.
Go network, boy. Like, yeah.
I'm trying to just meet up.
Put yourself in the industry.
Yeah, and literally we got to Tommy Gunn's exhibition and Hussein was there. And we checked out Tommy Gunn's exhibition. And then I met with this lady. Her name is Amira.
Yeah.
And yo, she's a director.
Okay.
And Hussein was like, "Yo, man, I'm actually hungry. Let's go grab some.
Let's go get some food."
Yeah, let's go grab some food. So it was Amira, Hussein, and me and my bro Elijah. Yeah. Elijah was such a good friend of mine.
Shout out Elijah.
Shout out Elijah.
Yes, sir.
Elijah Craig. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just went to grab dinner, and I mean, we started having conversations, you know, on the table. Yeah. And then this lady, Amira, she asked me like, "Yo, where do you stay?" And then I was like, I was at Sunset Park, or Sunset Park. Yeah,
there
Sunset
in New York.
Park, in New York, in Brooklyn.
For
so
sure.
my bro Hussein was like, "Damn, that's far." And she was like, "Nah, I also have family in Sunset Park or whatever." Yeah. So she's like, "Yeah, nah, I have family." And then she asked me what I do, and I was like, "Nah, actually a stylist, you know, out here, you know, in New York, you know, trying to like do the most, you know." And then she's like, "Oh, for real?" And then she's like, "Yeah, I'm a director." And then I asked her like, "Yo, where you from?" And then she's like, "Yo, she's from Dubai." And then I was like, "Oh, fire!" But like, I never looked at Dubai like as like a wow place.
Okay.
I just looked at Dubai in terms of like,
cool,
man,
cool.
And then she's like, "Yo, we always looking for stylists, man." And maybe we'll fly you out.
True.
We'll fly you out. We'll shoot like something, and you know, we'll build a relationship.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, all right." I'm like, "I bet." I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it don't,
was that your honest reaction? Like she's like, "We can
like,
fly to Dubai." Like, cool. Like,
no, because like at the end of the day, you don't know how serious people are.
Oh, that's
man,
true.
You know?
It could just be
especially like coming from like environments that we from. You know, it's like
people
I feel like
sell you dreams.
Yeah, people most of the time
dreams
sell
and shit.
Dreams, you know. And with that being said, I also didn't say like, "Yo, nah." Like I was like, "Yo." Yeah,
for sure.
Let's do it. Like, I mean, if that's gonna happen,
let it happen.
You know, bro. Fast forward, I'm in NY, bro, and I'm in NY, just moving around.
Yeah.
And then one of my bros from LA,
Yeah.
they have this brand called Sandal Boys.
Mm.
They came to South Africa, and then I met them through my bro's aid.
Yeah.
And we took them to a safari, and then we like linked up on Instagram and everything. And then it was like, yo, man, if you're ever in the States, like hit me up.
For sure.
And then I somehow ended up hitting him up, like, yo, bro, what's good, man? And when I hit him up, he's like, yo, come meet me at the High Beast store. So High Beast opened like a flag store in New York, in Chinatown. So it's like, yo, come meet me at the High Beast store. Like, pull up. When I get there, bro, he introduced me to the creative director of High Beast. I'm like, yo, damn.
You moving pieces,
Yo,
boy.
Like
damn.
New York is a very accessible city. It's like you don't know who is like who. You know what I'm saying?
Anyone could be the creative director of something.
You just need to like, be out there and like, just be as humble as possible. So, okay, fast forward. Okay, cool. I'm like, man, I can't be rapping in the city. Hell no. There's too many rappers already. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, okay, cool. Being a stylist in New York. I'm like, a lot of people love my style here, but it's like you need to have accessibility to pull up pieces from showrooms.
For sure, yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I got some rands in my pocket.
We could do a little something.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But I'm like, I feel like I could still style the homies, because like Major League would always like pull up and have a show. And I'm like, okay, let's do something dope, like from
for sure,
like represent South Africa. We in New York, I knew some people that could pull out pieces, but we just needed the right budget. We were not there to play like no games and stuff like that. And at that time, I had a roommate at Hussein's house. His name is Mo, and bro, this homie is a genius, bro. Yeah, he's managing this girl called Elsa Majimbo.
Okay. Elsa Majimbo,
yeah, the girl
she's funny.
Yeah, Elsa Majimbo, yeah. She's like pretty much like a TikTok, like
influencer type shit.
Her, like she's like famous.
Dope.
So I had the pleasure to live with this homie for like a month, and I would always come through with like the energy, and this homie was like, "Yo, man." So one day we actually had a conversation, like, cause you could see like the moves that I was trying to make in New York, and then it's like, bro, in New York, the only way like you're gonna really make it out here,
if you out there.
No, it's like you gotta be like original,
okay,
and unique. Like you gotta
stand
have
out.
Like a different story to tell, And I was like, okay, cool. So that means I really gotta tap in with myself like more. And I feel like with that said, it was like, okay, cool. I feel like, what are we like original for in South Africa? It's like our sound, you know? So I started tapping in like in terms of like our sound, like, cause like our sound is like global, bro.
For
like,
sure.
We influence so much.
Yeah.
Like I'm a piano.
I'm a piano is just one example, but that shit is taking over. Yeah.
Like our fashion too. I just started like really doing research and going more deeper, because at that place, like, cause New York is like like they are your native, New Yorkers, like, people that were born here and stuff like that. But like, I lived in Brooklyn, and like I was always like in like Bushwick, Bed-Stuy, and those areas like kind of being gentrified. And with that being said, it's like it's a lot of people that are not from there. So now it's like, because you're not from a place, you kind of have a voice to tell a story. And if you can tell a story, I can tell a story
for
too,
sure.
because I have a story to tell you that you don't know about, and you have a story to tell me that I don't know about.
Definitely.
Because maybe you're from Japan, or maybe you're from Sweden, because like, bro, in New York, I was always trying to meeting up with different
types of people.
A lot of people most of the time thought I was from London.
Yeah.
Like, yo, man, you from London? I'm like, hell no. I mean, I don't have anything.
Hell
wrong,
no.
But I'm just like, bro, I'm from SA, I'm from South Africa and stuff like that.
SA, come on.
Yeah.
Respect.
So when you moved to New York, did you have a plan, or you're just like, I'm gonna get there and what happens happens?
Like when I moved to New York, I would always like go to New York. So I had family in New York, I still kind of have family there. But I was like, man, where I was, I feel like after Ricky passed, it was just a little bit weird, you know. I was just like, man, I'm not really trying to be here, you know. I'm not really trying to like deal with this vibe right now. Like it's just so much.
Too much going on right now.
So much going on.
Too much to deal with. Yeah.
And I was just like, man. Oh, and COVID had happened.
Ish.
Which like
that also stopped a whole lot of
from,
shit,
like traveling, and
especially creatives like yourself.
So I was just like, man, I feel like I have this gap right now to just be out there in New York and like just connect with like as many people as possible.
Definitely,
because I had already linked up with Elijah, because Elijah was managing this girl. Do you guys know Tyler?
Tyler, Getting Late. She sings Getting Late. She's a singer.
Yeah. So he was kind of managing her here. Yeah, and he was like, yo, bro, if you ever come to New York, hit me up, whatever, let's link up. You know? And then there was a time that Elijah and I like really spent a lot of time together in Cape Town. And like we just started like really becoming like close friends. And it was like, bro, if you ever pull out to New York, let's do this. And I was just like, because Zayd and I were flying to New York 2001. But then there was a lockdown that happened at the end of the year because there was a new variant that like South Africa had found, blah, 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 blah. And then as I'm in the airport, like they're like, yo, you can't travel, bro. So like
shutting
my
you
ticket
down.
was still valid because America didn't open their borders for tourists because of the COVID situation. So I bet. So my ticket was still there. So I was like, yo, man, maybe let me just be in New York for my birthday.
For sure.
You know, this year, link up with some homies, you know.
Yeah.
And then, like, literally when I got to New York, everything was just, like was different from, like, the previous times that I had gone there. First and foremost, my uncle had moved away from New York. Because, like, COVID, heat, New York is a very expensive city.
I can imagine. Boy.
So him and his fiance moved to Maryland, you know.
Yeah.
So I had my cousin. My cousin was like, yo, cool. I still got my cousins, though.
Yeah.
They're out there, you know. So they were like, yo, bro, whenever you want to come back to the city, you know, pull back to the city. So I have a home, you know, Harlem, you dig?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, Harlem to the world. Yeah. So yeah, 135th.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
And then you got some?
So you did all this independently, no agencies,
yeah,
just pushing
good
with
question.
The boys, with the homies.
That's a good question,
with the homies. It was really the energy. It was really God too, you know. And I feel like somehow every month, like homies from South Africa would pull up. Yeah. Like it was so crazy because I was never really alone. So it's like first month I pulled up. Then 2 weeks later, Major League had a show. Yeah. And then it's like, yo, we got the show. So that energy was always there. Like, and then a different month, somebody else would pull up. Somehow.
It's just
like,
niggas just keep,
a homie from home.
Yeah.
And it was so dope because then it's like, I wasn't really like alone. And I feel like I was also able to like unite a lot of people together. I was able to like meet homies from LA and be able to like link the homies from LA with a homie from New York. And that's like something very rare that people would never do. I would always introduce people to one another and be like, you guys could be able to do something together because you guys perhaps share the same interests. You know?
Or the same vision.
He's a jeweler, she's a jeweler. But they don't know each other, but I know him. So I would always like
just link them up.
Just link them up.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys should meet each other. Maybe one day you guys are gonna need one another.
That's dope. We need more people like that.
Or if you're like a photographer, like you know, it's like link up with this homie. This homie is also
he's on this shit,
because you could come to New York and then you need an assistant.
For
sure. Need a place where you need to develop film.
Yeah.
Somehow, you know. That's why it's like it's always good to be at a place where it makes it feel like home. Because you don't always have to hustle for stuff. It's like you already have the homies around. And because you have the homies around, it becomes easier to just move around.
For sure.
Be able to help with things like accommodation.
Like
hustle together.
Bro, I was going to all the crazy, like Rocky's party, bro. We went to ASAP Rocky's party.
True. What's going on with Bari, bro? Like, what's going on there?
I don't know, man. I honestly don't know what's going on with Bari.
I'm saying like the link up. How?
Oh, between us?
Yeah.
Bro, so how Bari and I actually linked up, it was so crazy, bro. It was 2016.
Yeah.
So I was trying to bring Virgil to South Africa.
True.
It was actually a dream, man.
Eesh.
So
Mad.
Eesh.
So, okay, fast forward, I met this homie named Skinny Mancho. He used to manage this party called Boiler Room at that time. And Skinny, we became homies, we became close. And then I'm like, yo, Skinny, bro, I have this opportunity. So Nike's throwing a party. I'm throwing a party with Nike, MX Day. And we want to get Virgil, bro. And then Skinny's like, how much money do you guys have? We're like, oh, bro.
Let's think about
We only got
it.
like $5,000 plus a premium economy flight.
Yeah.
Skinny's like, nah, Virgil will definitely not pull up for a Nike party for that price. I'm like, oh, bro, please, bro.
Come on.
Then it's like, okay, let me try chat. Let me see what happens.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, cool. Virgil won't be able to come because he has an affair, but I have somebody that you love. I'm like, okay, who? Then he's like, I've got Bari. I'm like, what?
Crazy.
Then literally, we're like, okay, deal. I linked Bari, everybody with the Nike team here. And then they flew him to South Africa the next day.
Clean.
And
Nah,
then
shout out
like
to you.
from that day, Bari and I like just became like tight. Like
That's so dope, bro.
based on like energies. Like I took him to the safari.
Yeah.
Like I took him to so many restaurants.
Mm.
And he had already linked with Ricky in Paris. So when he got here and then he knew that I was tight like that. with
It's
Ricky,
just vibes now. It's
everything
like,
was just like,
yeah.
whoa. It was just like flying.
Boy, why do I feel like you just go to a place and then you meet someone, then that person takes you to this place, and then from that place you meet these people? That's so crazy, bro.
Yeah,
your life
bro.
has just been linking so smoothly,
bro.
like,
And I actually like ran away from your question. So like the Dubai trip happened through that lady Amira.
yeah.
So her and her sister opened a high-end restaurant.
Yeah.
And they're like, we would love to fly Dondelicious. We'll pay for your accommodation. We'll pay you a rate. And Murakami was doing an exhibition next door, their restaurant.
Yes,
So
yeah.
they're like, let me take you to Murakami.
How was that, bro? Like, that was probably some crazy.
Because I was wearing, bro, I lost my hat, bro. Whoever got my hat, shout out. So I got this hat, safety bear.
Left it in Dubai. Forgot my hat in Dubai.
I didn't lose it in Dubai. I lost it in Cape Town, man. It was whack, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, literally when I was walking to go link up with Amira and them at the restaurant, I actually met Murakami's stylist, and he saw me wearing the hat, and he's like, yo, bro, we got the same hat. And I'm like, safety bear? And he's like, yeah.
He's like,
Then
yes,
I'm
sir.
like, bro, maybe you perhaps know my bro. And
Yeah.
then he's like, and then it's like, yo, let's go to the exhibition.
Yeah.
And then, like when I got there, like Murakami was like, bro, like it's a sad story. But obviously, like he had the exhibition and everything, but like there was a flood the next day.
Damn.
That destroyed everything.
Damn, that's crazy. That's so mad. Yes, that's...
It was sad. But like he was mad chilled. And I think like what you know when you see yourself in somebody, like in a way, like in terms of like when I said like you can meet somebody else in a different place that likes the same stuff that you like. Because I think I'm like really deep into like anime and stuff like that, really deep into like characters.
For sure.
Into like that, you know, and obviously he's like the GOAT of the GOATs. You know, I was just like, and he saw me wearing safety bear and he had like, his own hat.
It was just like a...
He was like, yeah, this whole
energy.
Yeah, it was just like an energy type of thing. And
Yeah.
I was just like, yo, I'm grateful. I didn't want to really like talk too much in terms of like, cause there was so many people. I was just like, yo, man, thank you for this opportunity. You know, we get to, you know,
bless.
tap in.
Bless.
Yeah.
All right. So how did you manage to maintain consistency in the industry? Cause like sometimes you get tired, you feel like you don't want to show up. No, you just want to chill.
In terms of like mentally, how it affects you mentally and...
Yeah. And just like, you get like burnout. You just get tired of always like traveling and showing up. It's like being on IG.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to take a break, you know. And like
I feel like before I would get like really a lot of like worn out when I was much younger and stuff like that. But then I ended up starting to understand like my energy, you know, in a way or the other way. But more also like just like maintaining my relationship with God, you know. Making sure like the people that are around me and like, you know, we share the same faith too. You know, like my pastor plays like a huge influence in my life. Because he always encourages me, you know, when I'm like, you know, like when I'm weak, you know, or whatever, you know, just by his words, you know, like how he speaks like into my life, you know, he always like also says like, yo, bro, in the next 6 months, you need to be finding yourself in a different place in your life.
For sure.
You can't be in the same place that you
were. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's as much as like we are like in a place where we talk about God, but we also talk about life more, like, you know, like,
yeah, like preceptor.
how can you just really like, you know, move as like a person, you know? You know, like building character more than anything. And I feel like if you can be a person of character wherever you go, you know, even if people screw you over, you'll still be who you are because you don't have to change for nobody. You can still be who you are. You know? So your character will always play the game for you. You know, so you don't have to do so much. So I feel like in terms of that, you know, shout out to Dondelicious for
putting you on. Now for sure, my G. And what can we expect from Mr. Dondelicious in future? What you got that you want to tell the people?
Cuts and fairs, bro.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So so I mean Dondelicious is like it's a crazy ass brand. Like, a lot of people don't get it yet, but it's
they
like
will. They will.
Yeah, they will, man.
Yeah.
Because it's really like I really want to empower a lot of people in many ways, you know, and I want to connect a lot of people in different ways too, and be that bridge, you know,
for sure.
For people to like, you know, link up, connect, you know. Because some people don't have the resources, some people don't have the opportunities
to go out there and do all that.
They
Definitely.
don't know how to get there.
Yeah, so I feel like the plan should be that, like really being in a place where like youngins are more empowered. Youngins
definitely
are, like,
preach.
Getting linked up with like other, like, you know, like,
creatives and
pretty much. Because I feel like a lot of people like end up getting in the wrong
crowds or shit like that.
Maybe not wrong crowd, but like also like wrong managements too. You know, there's a lot of managements that don't care about the artist. They just care about like getting
what they can get from this artist.
They don't want to grow the artist.
So as long as we're in rooms where, you know, we're actually speaking about, you know, how can we move forward, you know, has a collective.
For sure.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of that, you know. God willing, a fashion show. Who knows?
Come on, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
In SA or
in South Africa.
For sure. Bring it home. We gotta bring it home, dog. We gotta bring it home.
But he's making moves, bro. You find that he's trying to plan this fashion show.
Pop-ups worldwide, though. Like worldwide pop-ups, like everywhere. Yeah, man. I linked up with some homies. Gonna be out there in London, also playing a couple of shows.
For sure.
The dope thing about like being able to like DJ is that like you can also like through like, cause like music, art, and clothes is like one thing. I mean, being stylish is dope.
Yeah.
But like moving a crowd is a different energy.
Facts.
You know? So it's like through that, it's like, you know, it's like this different ways that you can get in a room. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like being stylish was like one of the things that like people never question why is this guy here?
Yeah. Like, oh yeah.
You're just looking fly.
This nigga's here.
And you're maybe talking so much, and when you talk, it's like you're just going crazy.
Yeah.
You know, like this guy goes crazy, but he can also be quiet because I have times. But yeah, I feel like this year is just about like really like winning. You know.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for me, man.
Nah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, nah, it's been Spaceimpaxt. You know what I'm saying? We'll catch y'all next week, same time, same place. I was here with my girl, you know what I'm saying? Please say something to the people. Please say something to the people. Yeah?
We thought.
Yeah.
Hey, but
If you do have a last question.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, like I want to find out how you got into DJing and stuff.
Oh,
Just moving
yes.
from fashion into DJing.
So how I got to DJing was when I was like, ish. I don't think I can tell the story right now.
Now you gotta tell us, nigga.
But I'm gonna fast forward. How I got to DJing. How I got to DJing was it was the only thing that I wanted to do in terms of me not being a slave and having to like live for like, because some people go to their jobs because they have to pay their bills. You get what I'm saying? And I was just like, man, I don't want to be doing this and doing that and then being frustrated with myself. You know, shout out to my cousins for holding me down. And I was just like, man, I'm like, bro, if people that don't even know where my piano is coming from and they play on my piano, like,
that shows
like,
the influence, bro. Like,
I'm like, bro, we already in this place. So I was like, man, I feel like this is a way for me to tell a story about where I'm from.
Yes, sir.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna
let me hop on that.
DJ. I'm gonna hop on this.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna, because a lot of people were like confused between Afrobeats and I'm a piano, and I'm like, bro, you the hell know where you.
It's not the same thing.
You're saying Afrobeats.
So is I'm a piano now? There's a big difference.
But at the end of the day, it's like I feel like you should be able to teach from like a loving place. You know, you don't always have to point fingers. Yeah, it doesn't always have to be a fight. You know,
just
you
educate.
can always like educate people.
Be like, nah, it's like this. It's actually like this. Yeah,
like man, like just you don't have to fight. You know, just explain to people like, yo. So I was just like, man, I feel like I'm in New York. You know, I can play on my piano. Yeah, and I can, you know, teach these homies, you know, more about it. They're already playing it. You know, it's already out there. But I feel like this. In the places that I was going to, they hardly knew about them. Only a few parties here and there. I went to this party, A$AP Ferg was there, and these ladies were, these twin girls DJs, they were playing on my piano. Yeah. I was out there with DJ Do-Up, like, it was crazy. But like, even if it's like one song, it just, for me, that makes me happy, because it's like, we already in these rooms. But I feel like we need more people in those rooms to represent us, for sure, you know.
How do they
so that's there? The only way we're gonna be able to grow, because honestly speaking, like, South Africans are not like as well traveled as other nations. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are always just out here, but I feel like we should be able to like go out there and like just express ourselves, tell about like our culture,
for sure,
through our music, you know, through like our design. However, I can't tell people what they should do or what they shouldn't do, you know. But yes,
shout out to you for showing us that it's possible.
Definitely, shout out
like,
to the
especially
boy.
your stories, like effortless, just doing you, meeting the right people, you know, maintaining your own vibe, and then boom.
Shout
it can be done. Now,
man.
shout out for blessing us, my boy. Shout out for blessing us, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
we had the boy Dondelicious in the building. My G, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
You know
much love.
This is how we do it.
And we out of here.
And we out of here.
Yeah, man.